Good evening to you from tonight's Stanley Cup Final game. I'm Mike Emmerich alongside Darren Pang.
There's been a lot of hockey played this season leading up to this series. This means everything.
For Edmonton, a guy with a great glove hand, Tommy Salo. And in the opposite net, between the pipes, for Washington, Craig Billington.
We're ready to get underway in Washington.
Both teams playing pretty conservatively here in the early going.
Sends him reeling. Sent to Smith. Moves it ahead. Takes a shot. The shot. Comrie starts it the other way. Left side to Carter. Score! He makes them pay for some lax defense. The Oilers will now skate with a one-goal lead.
The water bottle took a ride on that one. What great accuracy on that shot.
The draw at center ice. Over to Gonchar. Feeds it across. Feeds it along to Lang. Blasts it. Lang gathers it in with a shot. Lang controls the puck. Over to Konowalchuk. Across left to Bondra. Intercepted. Drives one towards the net. Puck ahead to Lang. Dumped into the corner. Off the mark. Off the board. Taps it ahead. Left side to Greer. The Capitals change on the fly. The Oilers looking for an insurance goal here. The shot. Rink wide to Comrie. On goal. Rink wide to Simon. Cross ice pass. Breakaway. The Capitals change on the fly. Draw in the right circle. One times it to Nienema. Shoots. Across right to Smith. Across left to Carter. Breakaway. Puts one on goal. Just wide. Quick pass to Smith. Cross ice pass. Across left to Kristich. The Capitals change on the fly. Left side to Carter. Across right to Comrie. Scores! Comrie with nothing but ice and the goalie in front of him, and he scores. The Oilers pulling away.
He saw a little opening and took advantage of it.
Face off in the neutral zone. Washington behind. Cross ice to Simon. Wrists it to Cleary.
Number 22.
Over to Cleary. Gathered in by Simon. Guides it on to Yager. Over to Zubras. Zubras starts it the other way with a slap shot. Retrieved by Steos. One timed over to Zubras. Face off to the left of the net. Drives one towards the net. Gonchar races back to get it. Across left to Bondra. Circles with it. Feeds it across. Cross ice pass. The Capitals. He scores! Lang whistled that one in.
Salo didn't see it. That puck was powered over him.
Still a close game. Over to Nienema. Halpern controls the puck. The slap shot. That shot's wide. One timed over to Metropolit. Left side to Carter. Gathered in by Whip. Rink wide to Metropolit. The Capitals change it up. They score! He capitalizes on the breakaway. That ties things up here.
Metropolit looks like a man among boys on this scoring rush.
Face off in the neutral zone. Quick pass to Steos. Worked ahead to York. He scores! York scores on a breakaway. The Oilers take the lead.
Well, they answered that goal in a hurry. Someone was caught napping out there.
The draw in the neutral zone. One timed over to Steos. The shot just missed. Intercepted. Over to Kristich. Feeds it across. Still a close game. Puts it on goal. Washington, no trouble scoring in the playoffs.
It's been incredible what they've done. Usually goals are hard to come by in the playoffs.
Yager gathers it in. Lets it fly. The shot. Left side to Cleary. Scoring chance. Gathers it in. Face off to the left of the net. The Capitals rescue the puck. Over to Konowalchuk. Lang with the shot. Closes the mid on it. Cross ice to Larocque. Feeds it across. The Capitals want to change lines. Across left to Larocque. 20 seconds left in the period. Cross ice to Vondra. A long blast. And that'll do it for the first period. Edmonton 3, the Capitals 2. All set for the start of the second period.
Edmonton got the best of the first period, but they've got to keep the pressure on if they want to win this thing.
Still a close game. Moves it quickly to Nienema, to Smith. Cross ice pass. It looks like multiple penalties are coming up here. And Edmonton, and will be going 5-on-3.
Oh, when you hook a man on the open ice, you're sure to get called for it. Teams don't seem to be afraid to take penalties because of the low power play numbers for the Oilers.
Draw in the left circle. Picked out by the Oilers. Fires the wrist shot.
2 minutes for hooking. Number 6, Callie Johansson. 2 minutes for holding.
Face off in the left circle. Picked up by Lang. Lang on the hard around. Shot sails wide. Off the board. Pass back. Along to Lang. Lines up and fires. Pass to Comrie. Nobody back. Here's a breakaway. Less than a minute remaining on the penalty. Covered by Billington. Face off to the left of the net. Comrie controls it. Rebounds off the boards. Karam's off the boards. Off the board. Pass a bit off. Across left to Carter. Cross ice pass. Edmonton with the extra skater. Witt plays it into the corner. Wide of the mark. Across left to Comrie. Throws a hip check. To Witt. Shot kicked aside. Advances the puck to Comrie. Scoring chance. The shot. He gloves it. The Oilers go for a line change. The Oilers change up. Nienema got it in, but an offsides call. Draw at center ice to Nienema. Rink wide to York, to Greer. Taken by the Oilers. To York. Over to Yager. Pass to Simon. Rink wide to Yager. Left side to Greer. Over to Zubras. To York. The Capitals change it up. To Greer. To York. That play was offside. Face-off in the neutral zone. Lang ahead with it. 1-goal game. Over to Cleary. Cross-ice pass. Score! York continues to shine. The Oilers get a little breathing room.
He picked the top corner and smoked it by him.
The draw in the neutral zone. To Steos. Miller races back to get it. Left side to Kristic. To Cleary. Touch pass to Nicolishin. Puts it on goal. A shot. Brilliant pad save. The Oilers whistled for the penalty. And Edmonton will be short-handed.
Marchand roughed up a bit by York. Washington making teams pay for taking bad penalties.
Edmonton penalty. Number 16. Michael York. 2 minutes for Washington.
Washington allowing a lot of goals.
Neither their defense nor their goaltending has been up to par so far.
Takes a shot. Can't find the target. Wide of the mark. Face off in the right circle. Touch pass to Steos. Over to Kristic. Washington with the man advantage. Into the corner. Loads it up and fires. Zubras faces off in his own zone. Over to Johansson. Zubras controls the puck. Rink wide to Yager. To Konowalchuk. Salo smothers it. Washington playing well.
Nobody expected this team to be such a factor in the playoffs.
Draw to the right of the net. Puts it on goal. Brewer shoots it to the corner. Misses the mark. Karam's off the boards. Pass back. Shoots. Huge. He scores. The goalie didn't have any help, and he gives up the goal.
Simon snuck that one over the shoulder, and it's a water bottle knocker.
The Oilers looking for an insurance goal here. The shot. Score! A quick response by Edmonton. The Oilers increase their lead.
Coaches love it when their teams answer with a goal.
Face off at center ice. Across right to Pettinger. Fires! Robs him blind. One timed over to Metropolitan. Across right to Smith. Across left to Carter. Over to Metropolitan. Cross ice to Comrie. Lets it fly. Off the mark. Feeds it across. Over to Pettinger. The shot. Oh, he gets across and stops it by stacking the pads. Pass ahead. The Capitals in the midst of a change. Offside is the signal. Washington getting more of the shots here. The draw at center ice. Sent to Steos. Cross ice pass. Feeds it across. Washington behind. Backs him hard. York drilled by Gonchar. Quick pass to Cleary. Across right to Simon. Cross ice to Yager. Feeds it across. The Capitals in the midst of a change. Draw in the left circle. Rink wide to Horkoff. With a shot. Sent to Bondra. Sent into the corner. And the second period comes to an end. Edmonton 5, the Capitals 3. Time for the start of the third period.
Edmonton can play conservatively here in the third and still preserve the victory.
Controlled by Zubras. Over to Simon. Left side to Yager. Taps it ahead. Simon retrieves it. Over to Yager. Takes a shot. Not there. Comrie in the defensive end to get it. Comrie got it in, but an offside call. Washington behind. Face off at center ice. Into the corner. That'll go wide of the cage. Rebounds off the boards. Over to Konowalchuk. On goal. Cross ice to Konowalchuk. Puck ahead to Lang. Cross ice pass. Stayos starts it the other way. Scoring chance. The Oilers in the midst of a change. Cross ice to York. Cross ice to Vondra. Scores! Vondra capitalizes on the breakaway.
Vondra showed some serious skill there, weaving his way through for the goal.
Face off at neutral ice. Taken by the Capitals. Over to Smith. Offside is whistled.
Number 21. Number 22.
The draw in the neutral zone. Picked up by Washington. Edmonton wants to put this one out of reach. Loads it up and fires. Misses wide. Loses the puck. Cross ice to Yager. Over to Simon. Cross ice to Greer. That'll wake you up in the morning.
Welcome to the NHL, big...
Score! He punches it in on the breakaway. And things are all even now. Face off in the neutral zone. Feeds it across. To York. In close. Over to Kristich. Over to Cleary. Hip check. Fires a score! Washington with a flurry of goals. The Capitals grab the lead with that goal.
They didn't give him a chance to catch their breath before they scored again.
Draw at center ice. Lang plays it.
Dimitri Kristich.
Over to Smith.
Number 7.
Covered up by Billington.
Miller. And number 13. Andre Nikitin.
Face off in the right circle. The wrist shot. Pushes it up. The Capitals looking for a little breathing room. Cross ice pass. Rink wide to Halpern. Left side to Metropolitan. Feeds it across. Feeds it across. The shot. Rink wide to Horkoff. Cross ice to Larocque. Across left to Metropolitan. Halpern dumps it to the corner. Misses the mark. Over to Larocque. Rink wide to Horkoff. Feeds it across. Wrist shot. Gathers it in. Face off in the left circle. Quick. Simon, a drive. Salo grabs it. Cross ice pass. Over to Yager. Gathered in by Ferguson. Rink wide to Carter. Big blast. Breakaway chance. Billy scores. Smith punches it in on the breakaway. Smith knocks this thing up.
Besides giving up the goal, he lost his water bottle too. That hurts.
Edmonton.
Washington 6, the Oilers 6. Right side to Konowalchuk. Cut off by Vondra. Vondra got it in, but an offsides call. Face off in neutral ice. Nicolishin takes it up ice. Hip check thrown. Feeds it across. Can't get through. Right side to Miller. Picked off. Cross ice to Marchand. One times it to Miller. Picks it off. He shoots. Big shot. Covered up by Salo. Draw to the right of the net. To Vondra. Over to Lang. Pushes it up. Across left to Carter. Over to Bondra. Comrie takes it up ice. Covered up. Teams are scoring against Edmonton.
You can't outscore everybody. Their defense has got to step it up here.
Face off to the left of the net. Sent to Gonchar. York controls the puck. Face off to the left of the net. Right side to Konowalchuk. Bondra on the hard around. High here. Shoots it into the corner. Feeds it across. Rink wide to Cleary. The Oilers head to the bench for a change. Across left to York to Cleary. Period's drawing to a close. Slap shot. Rink wide to Pettinger. Breakaway chance. And that's the end of the third period. Overtime is next. Washington 6, the Oilers 6. Just about ready for the beginning of the first overtime. Zubras controls it. Touch pass to Johansson. Cross ice pass. Feeds it across. Across left to Carter. Cross ice pass. Edmonton whistle for being offside. Face off in neutral ice. Lang hustles to it. Pass to Bondra, to Lang. Big shot. Across left to Cleary. One times it to Konowalchuk. Face off in the left circle. Over to Simon. Rockets one. Draw in the left circle. Rink wide to Greer. Over to Comrie. Sent to Greer. Takes a shot. Cross ice pass. Feeds it across. Cross ice pass. Moves it quickly to Kristich. Over to Greer. Marchand with a shot. Closes the mid on it. To Greer. The drive. Across left to Kristich. Tied here. Big shot. Gathers it in. Zubras faces off in his own zone. Touch pass to Niinema. The shot. He can't get the pass. We'll have an icing call against Washington. Edmonton with some surprise victories.
They weren't the highest touted team before the playoffs, but they're making waves now.
Over to Staios. It's a breakaway. Shooting. Game over. What a finish.
What a terrific toe drag dipsy doodle and move by Bondra. A terrific effort by Edmonton. Unfortunately, they came up a little short tonight.
For Darren Bang, I'm Mike Emery, wishing you a pleasant good evening.
The third star from the Edmonton Oilers, number 94, Ryan Smith. The second star from the Washington Capitals, number 12, Peter Bondra. And the first star of the game from the Edmonton Oilers, number 89, Mike Conley.